Right there! Right this! Right there! Right there! 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 Go! Right there! Well, now that you're all warmed up and you've done your basic combinations, you learned your footwork drills, now we're going to look at the defensive edge of Karate Do. Matching the footwork, being able to block and counter is essential to being a good fighter, not only in the tournaments, but also in the street. So we're going to continue now with counter techniques. In our second tape, I want to concentrate on the defensive edge of footwork and the block and countering aspects of how to block against hand techniques and attacking techniques. We're going to start off again to review the footwork real quickly. Eric, if you could come up here and help me out. And it's so important as you develop your offensive footwork, you're defensively also trying to match that footwork. It's like you're choreographing each other. So let's start left foot forward, freestyle position. But I want you to concentrate a little bit more on Eric than on me, because we're going to be the defensive time this time. So he's stepping back out of range. Okay? And now I'm stepping back out of range. Okay? And then he's going to shuffle back out of range. And I shuffle back out of range. And he lunges back out of range. And I lunge back out of range. And the last one's a little tricky, because when I skip back, he's actually going to step back. But if you can watch his feet, he's going to need to slide his feet a little bit too. So as I skip up, he slides back a little bit. Watch my foot as I step back. I have to slide a little bit to maintain that distance. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, now, as we practice the footwork, we want to keep that distance. I can't emphasize that enough. Distance is so important. The next thing, of course, on the blocking is the timing on the counterattack. If you wait too long, then you're going to be foiled. If you try to block too soon, you're going to get hit or kicked. So we're going to take now a look at the same footwork we did on the offense. Okay? Again, the offense was stepping, or shuffling, or lunging, or skipping. Okay? And we're going to add counters for those. So Eric, let's come up here. So he is going to be the bad guy. Okay? Left foot forward, freestyle position. Okay? And he steps in and does a face attack. I step back. We'll do it slowly. Okay, the best block for this is a sweeping block. Okay, where you just kind of parry the hand away from your face. But again, timing is essential, because if I don't counterattack immediately, his rear hand can get me. Okay, so I want to make sure that as soon as I make this block here, I'm counterattacking from this position here. Okay, let's do that one more time. Just slightly faster. Okay, so I block and counterattack. Okay, same way he's going to do to me. I step, he steps, block, counterattack. Okay? To me, block, counterattack. To him, block, counterattack. Okay, let's do a few. Let's have the two of my other students come up. They have a couple of youths come up. And one of the things that I want everybody to observe is that whether you're a male or a female, or whether you're a youth or an older person, karate is for everybody. Okay? So let's have these two young men here practice the technique. Left foot forward, freestyle position. Jimmy. Okay, and Dane, I'm going to have you attack, and Alan, you step back, block and counter. Go ahead. Each. Okay. Knee. Sun, She, Goat, Roke, Seach, Hutch, Ku, Chew.
Oh, no.
Good. And as you're practicing these at home, you want to make sure, again, that you're practicing both sides of the body. You feel confident and comfortable with both sides. The footwork should become something that's second nature to you. Let me have Eric come up one more time here, and we're going to do that same thing. I'm going to have you start. We'll start right foot forward position. Okay? So again, this time, go ahead, step in. Okay? I want to be able to block. The feeling is, as soon as everything's connected, as soon as my hand touches here, my other hand is slipping underneath and counterattacking. I wanted to do this again because I want you to watch my front foot, how I close distance. Let's do it again. So I'm a little far away when I step back. See, I can't hit him from here. So I close distance with my front foot, and then I can touch. Okay, let's do it a little faster. Okay, go ahead, Jordan. Okay, one more time. Hey, Jordan. And back up. Good. Thank you. Next one we're going to do is the shuffling motion. Let's stay out here and we'll practice together. Okay, left foot forward, freestyle stance. Jermaine. Okay, remember the shuffle? Let's shuffle together. Okay, this time, as I shuffle, when I land forward, I'm going to lunge with my left hand. He's going to sweeping block with his front hand. And counter punch. Okay, likewise, he does the same thing to me. Okay, let's switch feet, do the other side. Okay, I shuffle forward, and when I land, he counter punches, and likewise, shuffle, block, counter punch. Okay, the motion should be continual. Okay, so a little quicker this time. I shuffle, attack, he counter attacks, and he shuffles, block, and I counter punch, and back up. Okay, let's have the two young men back out here again. Okay. Right. Okay, left foot forward, freestyle position. Swing. Okay, Alan, jab, punch. Okay, Dane. M.A. Good. Okay, so now we looked at the two different types of moves, again, using a simple technique, stepping in, punching, shuffling, punching. The blocking, again, is a sweeping block, just a simple parrying type of movement with a counterattack. We're going to use the same type of hand technique again, but we're going to use the lunge. So let's, Eric, come up here with me. Okay, I'll tell you what, let's do it right foot forward position. Okay, right foot forward. Okay, so as I attack from here, I'm lunging, committing my right hand to his face. He's going to sweep block with his front hand and counterattack. Okay, and now he does the same thing to me. I lunge back, escape, and I have to move my distance in and counterattack. Okay, in, he counterattacks me, back, I counterattack him. In, and back, and back. Okay, Ali, why don't you come on in here, and we'll have you and Eric demonstrate this a few times. Okay, left foot forward freestyle. Shmei. Okay, this is a lunge jab. Go ahead. Block, counter punch. Notice they're always working to make adjustments with their feet. Now, sometimes it looks like we're doing the same thing 3 times in a row, but let me just show you again. There's actually 3 different footworks. The attack is very similar, and the defenses are very similar. So, Eric, let's come back up again and do all 3 of them again slowly. Okay, left foot forward freestyle. Shmei. Okay, so the first one is stepping. Okay, he's stepping back, doing a sweeping block and a counterattack. Okay, likewise, I do the same thing. I step back, sweep, counterattack. Second one, shuffling the feet and jabbing. As I shuffle, he blocks and counterattacks. Likewise, shuffle back, block, counterattack. The third one is the lunge. The same block, though, using the front hand to block. I lunge, he blocks and counters, and he lunges, I block and counter. Okay, step, shuffle, lunge. Very good. Okay, now we're going to continue with the footwork, and we're going to go into the last type of footwork, which is the skipping action. And Eric, if you could come out and help me again, please. Okay, left foot forward freestyle. I want you to pay key attention to Eric and not so much me, because I'm going to be doing the skipping, but he has to avoid that skip. To avoid that, he's going to step back, but he also has to slide his feet. So watch his feet. We'll do this slowly. As I skip, he has to make that little slide at the end. If not, I will overwhelm him with my offense. Watch what happens if he doesn't do that little sliding motion. Very easy for me to score. So he wants to be able to get that distance. The block for this will be that same sweeping block. So he's going to step back as I skip in. Sweeping block and counterattack me. Likewise, watch my footwork. As he skips in towards me, I have to slide a little bit to make my distance and then close my distance with the reverse punch. Okay, I can always make up distance with this front foot by sliding forward and in. It's always better on defense to be a little too far away. That way you're not going to put yourself in jeopardy. Okay, so I think it'd be good to see this. Let's have Mrs. Godshaw come up here. And Dane, have you come in with her. Okay, and getting left foot forward freestyle stance. Shmei. Okay, Mrs. Godshaw, if you'll start the offense. Go ahead. She's doing the skipping, block, and counter. Notice how they automatically adjust your footwork. And this would take a lot of practice. Good. Okay, let's do a few from the opposite side. Right foot forward position. Okay, Mrs. Godshaw, go ahead and start it off. Good. Okay, the next phase now is to take the combinations of, more than one attack and use a defense using footwork and appropriate blocks and counters for them. So let's go back and look at a combination of footwork. A combination of footwork is a step and a shuffle. Okay, likewise, a defensive person, who we are concentrating on now, is going to step back and shuffle. Okay, so this is how our defense is going to work. Eric, if you could help me out, please. Nice. And left foot forward position. Straight. Okay, so he's going to step in, punch. Okay, I read his footwork, I step back, and I block. Okay, leaves my rib cage wide open. So now he's going to start the next movement. He's going to shuffle and reverse punch. I just simply bring my hand down, and now I have the opportunity to counterattack. Okay, let's do it slowly the other way. Okay, he's going to step back and just knock my hand out of the way. Okay, okay. Then from that position, that same hand is going to go downward as I do the stomach attack. And it offers up a great opportunity for a counterattack. Okay? Watch again. Okay? Watch the footwork. Step, shuffle, block, counterattack. Okay? Step, shuffle, block, counterattack. Step, shuffle, block, counterattack. Step, shuffle, and counterattack. Good. Let's practice this. I think it's a good idea that you need to get some repetitions in. Let's have Ali come up here if you'll practice with Eric. Okay, bow. Okay, left foot forward, freestyle position. Okay, not too fast. Ali, you start it off. Go ahead. Step, shuffle. Next one, real strong. And yame. And relax from that. Okay, I want to catch a few repetitions from the opposite foot forward. So let's do right foot forward position. Hey, to me. Okay, and Ali, again, if you'll start. One more strong one. Okay, now we're going to take 3 moves. Okay, 3 moves. Your step, shuffle, and lunge. Okay, defensively stepping back, shuffling back, lunging back. Okay, Eric, if you could help me out, please. I'm going to have Eric start the offense, so I'll be the defensive person. Let's take 1 step that way, please. Okay, left foot forward, freestyle. It's me. Okay, so remember, I just want to get the hands on the movements. Okay, so he steps in, punch. This is the same we did before, block. He shuffles in, block. Okay, now from that position, he's going to lunge in and punch me, block again, counterattack. Okay, so all I'm going to do is make my hand, I call it like a windshield wiper. I'm going up, down, up from this position. Okay, just knocking. All I have to do is deflect those hands out of the way. Okay, so let's go the other opposite way towards you. Okay, so you're going to step, shuffle, and up. And see how just by bringing that hand up puts me in such a vulnerable position for a counterattack. My rib cage is wide open. Okay, watch again. Okay, stepping, shuffling, lunging, counterattacking. Okay, and the other way, stepping, shuffling, lunging, counterattacking. Hey, I'm back. Good. Okay, Mrs. Godshaw, let's have you come in right here. And Dane, come back in with her. Right? Right? Okay, and Dane, I'm going to have you start the offense. Left foot forward, freestyle stance. Me. Okay, ready? Step, shuffle, and lunge. Okay, other way. Step, shuffle, lunge. Good. Okay. Go ahead. Step, shuffle, lunge. Okay. Step, shuffle, lunge. Okay. Now, when I go out and teach clinics, I know one of the biggest questions people have is what happens when people are kicking? Because kicking often, being a longer movement, it's much more difficult to block. That's why your footwork is so important, because your footwork can actually bring you out of distance so that you don't have to worry about being kicked. So let's take the footwork that we use with a front kick and a shuffle front kick. Now, Eric's got real long legs. Let me have you come up here and face me for a second. Hey, onegashimasu. Hey, left foot forward. Hey. Okay, now we're going to take the offensive movements, kick, shuffle kick, jab, reverse punch, and he's going to match the footwork with it. But it's very important now that he steps with I step to avoid the kick. Watch what happens if he doesn't step. I can easily kick his stomach. But when he steps back, too far away. Okay? From this way, if he doesn't move, I can easily shuffle up, kick his stomach. But if he shuffles back, he's safe. Okay? Now I lunge forward, he blocks my hand technique. And he blocks my other hand technique, and then he counter punches me. Okay? Same way when he goes to me. If I know my distance, I'm safe by stepping. Okay? Go ahead, step. Shuffle. Okay? Lunge a little bit. I block, and I counterattack. Okay? Let's put the whole thing together about half speed here. Okay, ready? He's safe. He's safe. I jab, reverse punch, he counter punches. Okay? Same way to me. Okay? I'm safe. I'm safe. Block, counter punch position. Hey, back up. Hey, about. Hit left foot forward. Three. Okay, not too fast. Ollie, go ahead. Kick, jab, punch. Okay. Eric, kick, jab, punch. Okay, if you just practice on your own a few times, go ahead. Reading your opponent's footwork on the defensive side, make sure you have proper distance, then it's easy to get a good block and counter in. But if your feet are stuck in cement, you can't move. And you're always going to be overwhelmed by your opponent. Okay, and this repetition, Ali, I want you to really go after him, and Eric, you finish him off with a block and counter. Go ahead. Good. So you can see you can take your basic footwork, and you have no problems adding the blocks and counters to them. Now, one of the things I talked about in tape number 1 was moving laterally. I want to be able to take that same lateral movement now and review it one more time also. So Eric, if you come up and face me again. We kind of touched upon this a little bit as far as basic footwork in the first tape, but also I want you to understand now this puts you in a very good position to be able to counter your opponent. So let's have you get in that corner. I'll get in this corner here. Okay, left foot forward, freestyle position. To me. Okay, once again, the idea of this is to put myself in the best position. Okay, so as he does Jodan, I'm moving my body in the best position I can. Okay, let's go that corner. Okay, you notice I'm not even blocking him. I'm just moving. Okay, if he steps in Chudan, same way, I just move. Okay, and if he does a Maigeti, I just move. Okay, and if he does a roundhouse kick, a Mawashigeti, he just moves. I just move. The block is a secondary motion. And I think what happens too often here, because we practice so much blocking, but what it does when we block and then we counter, it's 2 movements, takes more time. Okay? For example, let's take that same type of movement again. And Eric, I'm going to have you start right here. Okay, left foot forward position. Okay, and I'm going to break it down to 2 moves. So if he steps in Jodan and I block, counter, yes, that's good. It gives me a safety precaution, but it also takes time away. Okay, let's do it again from this corner right here. Okay, he steps in stomach level attack. I block, counter. 2 movements again. Okay, he does a front kick. Same way. I got to block, counter. And the last one, the roundhouse kick, block, counter. Okay? So this time, let's just react to his body movement. Okay? Let's not even worry about the block. So we'll start left foot forward position. Right? Okay? I'm not going to even use my hand. I'll stick my hand in my pants here so you get an idea what I'm talking about. Okay, go ahead, Jodan. Hey, hey, okay. Hey, Jodan. Hey, hey, hey. My giddy. Hey, 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 Mawashigiri. Hey, hey. Good. So I'm teaching myself to have fast feet. The footwork is taking me out of range. And that hand can be used as a safe precaution if necessary, but essentially, if I know my distance, I know my timing, and I know my footwork, then I'm not going to have that additional movement in there, which is taking very essential time away from my counterattack. Next, we want to take some of this basic footwork and look at some alternatives that may happen in the course of fighting somebody that sometimes it looks like it's an unnatural thing, but as we all know that when you're in Kumite, unnatural things actually do occur, and you want to make those adjustments. The first one we're going to do is a stepping, but normally when you step, you should block with the same hand of the leg that's forward. This enhances your body position, but sometimes those things don't always work out right. So in this particular case, we're actually going to step back and we're going to block with the front hand. Okay? This way. I don't need much effort on this because I'm immediately, as soon as I block, I'm going to counterattack. So let me show you with Eric here. If you come up here, please. We'll do this from a couple of different angles so you can see it. Let's start left foot forward freestyle. Jermaine. Okay, so he's stepping in, stomach level attack. Okay, step in. And I knock the hand out of the way. You notice my body's a little bit far away, so I'm going to do the second type of footwork. I'm going to lunge forward slightly to close up the distance. Okay? Let's do it from this side over here so you can see it differently. Okay? Okay. He attacks my stomach. I step back, block here. I'm too far away to hit him, so I'm going to lunge slightly in and counterattack on the second move from here. Okay? Another option we have from here is controlling. Okay? Control his front hand. This would be more of a throwing type of technique. Okay? So let's start from here. I'm doing the same initial move. As he steps in, but instead of just deflecting his hand, I'm going to control his front hand. By grasping hold of it or his shirt sleeve, I have control of something right here. Simultaneously, my body's pivoting, and I could use a ridge hand to the side of the head or just grasp the back of the neck. And I turn my hips to the side, and I pull him downward, and then from here, his body's wide open for a counterattack to the body or the head. Okay, and back up. Let's see that from a different angle over here. Okay, left foot forward freestyle. Okay, so again, watch my footwork. I step back, block counter simultaneously, turn my body, and take him and finish him off right from here. Now, when you practice, you should do slowly because, number one, sometimes your person who's practicing with you may not know how to take a fall properly. And secondly, you want to get the technique down. But this technique should be done in a continual manner. It should not have any pause. So this is what it's supposed to look like. Let's go again. Left foot forward position. Okay? So as he steps in, we'll do the first one, just a block and a counter. So as he steps in, this way. Instantaneously, I'm blocking, counter-punching, same time. Okay, let's do it from the other side. Okay? Go ahead, step in. Okay? This way. I'm blocking and counterattacking at the same time. Now, I'm touching his body so I can establish my distance. You can hear I'm hitting his gi a little bit to get my distance. But in a real fight, I'd splat him right in the face because it's a much stronger technique. Okay, second technique, same footwork. I'm stepping back, but this time I want him to do as he does it, I'm going to control his front hand. Okay, so as he steps in, I'm controlling, and I take him to a takedown. So keep in mind now, this is going to be continual motion. It's going to be a little faster. Hey, go ahead. Hey, this way. Hey, oh yes! And back up. Hey, one more time. Go. Hey, hey, oh yeah! And back up. And see, I'm trying to control his arm so there's no way, if he tries to get up again, he'll be able to harm me. Okay, back up. Go. Right, right, oh yeah! Okay, let's go ahead and practice the initial one, stepping back, knocking the hand to the side, counter-punching back and forth. Okay? And let's have Alan and Dane come out here and get a little work in. Hey, by each other? Get left foot forward, freestyle. It's me. Okay, so Dane, I want you to step in, slowly chew on Zuki. Alan, you step back, block with your front hand. Ready, go. And counter-punch. Okay, start over again, left foot forward. Okay, now Alan, it's your turn. Go ahead. Good. Start left foot forward. Okay, Dane, go ahead. Okay. Good. Start left foot forward. Good. Start left foot forward. Now you notice each time it's instantaneous. They block and counter punch. Good. Good. Okay, the next one we're going to do the same footwork, but I want to change from a to a punching technique to a kicking technique. So Eric, if you could help me again, please. Hey, onegaishimasu. Hey, left foot forward, freestyle. It's me. Again, I'm stepping out of range. I have confidence in my distance. I know how much distance I need. So when he does the kick, when I do a front kick, if I step back, I'm safe. Okay, so this is my motivation. I see that kick. I want to control the front leg this time. So he does the kick. I catch his ankle and pull him towards me. Now, the timing again is very important. Let's go from the other side so they can see a different angle. Okay, that's all right. Okay, and again, as he does the kick, I step back. Now, as I pull him, the problem is, look at his hands. Go ahead, jab me or reverse punch me, either one you want. He can smack me very easily. So I cannot waste any time between the grabbing the technique and the counter technique. So watch my feet when I do on this. Okay? I'm going to step back, okay, and then from here, I'm going to draw him back and punch him. See, I'm kind of moving back a little bit more to pull him towards me. Also, it gives me a little bit more safety from his hands. The other alternative I have is, as soon as I grab his leg, to counter punch him. But I like the first one better because by drawing him in, I'm getting more power. I'm actually pulling his weight towards me, which enhances the power of my punch. Let's look at it from this side here. Okay? So rather than just trapping the leg and punching, okay, I actually want to draw him towards me. By bringing his body in, I'm getting more power in this punch. Okay? So as he comes in here, I'm going to draw him in and counter punch him, pulling him in with my hand. And you don't have to even get a good catch on him. What I'm doing is kind of putting my hand underneath him. It looks like a hook from here. And then once I get it, I'll grab hold of his pant leg or his ankle to get a hook on it from this position. Let's put your foot out first. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, go ahead, step in. So here's that little hook I'm talking about. My hand here is hooking underneath the ankle. That allows me to pull on him very easily. And most people who aren't flexible, like karate people, if you did that to them and tear their hamstrings up, you just drag them right across the ground. Okay? So let's go through and practice that technique. Okay? Let me have Ali come up here and practice with Eric a little bit. Right? Right? Left foot forward, freestyle. Jermaine. Okay, so Ali, like you do the front kick, and Eric, you go ahead and pull with your left hand and punch to your right. Go ahead. Good. Okay, and start over again. We'll do everything from left foot forward. Go ahead. Good. And just do a few repetitions. About that speed's great. Good. Now, the people, if you'll be watching two things, notice that little pulling action to draw your opponent closer to you, and their footwork is very essential here. The stepping, and then a little bit of lunging back in on the punch. Let's pick up the speed a little bit so you get a better appreciation of what we're doing here. Go ahead. Good. Good. One more with ki. Good. And yame back. Okay, our next technique is really a kind of a variation on the pivoting. Normally when you pivot, it's always best to pivot on the front foot in this manner here. But actually what I want you to do this time is we're going to use the back foot as a source of pivot. My front foot is going to move to the side in this manner here. Okay, let me show you with Eric here so we get a better perspective of what we need to do. Okay, so what he's doing is he's stepping in and attacking, and rather than moving to the inside of his body, which sometimes can leave me a little bit of a jeopardy if he's very fast and strong, I'm going to move to the outside where he has no tools at all or weapons left to him to use on me. So as he steps in attack, I just move to the outside of the body. From here, you can see I have all this area here that's very vulnerable. Okay? And I can sweep his foot, I can do a takedown. I'll show some of these a little bit more higher level techniques in just a couple of minutes. We want to get this footwork. Okay? So watch my footwork again. I'm moving to the side. I'm avoiding his attack. I'm in a good position to counterattack his rib cage. Okay? Go ahead. Jodan. Okay, back. I also have the option of blocking if I wish. If I feel like this guy's too strong, I can throw a hand up here and block his forearms, kind of like a knife edge block, and counterattack this way. Let's try one from this side over here so they can see the same idea. Okay? So as he steps in, I want to move to the side. Okay? Notice it's my front foot to doing the initial move. Okay? And I have to estimate my distance. This is what's going to take the practice on your part. Okay? It's easy for me to counterattack. Okay? The outside of the body when I do that. Okay? Okay, let's have Mrs. Godshaw come up this time. And let me have Eric come up with her. So you get a difference in size right here, but this is very important because, you know, we want you always to feel in the competition situation that the smaller person has just as equal chance as the larger person, and of course in the street also. Okay, let's get in left foot forward freestyle position. You're right. Okay, so Eric, you're going to be the attacker, and Mrs. Godshaw, you move to the side. Go ahead. Okay, so we want you, Mrs. Godshaw, how she makes the adjustment. Moves the outside, counter punch. Good. Let's do a couple of fast ones. And yame. although the tapes are really concentrating on competition or sport karate, we want you to feel like everything we could do could take a step further into a street situation. So Eric, if you come up here with me, please. And we'll get left foot forward freestyle position. Let's get a little bit of an angle here. Okay, so I'm going to take the same initial block and counter. Okay, so we move to the side. Okay, block, counter attack. Okay, the next technique I want to do is, you notice the weakness of his leg right here. I can easily take my foot and hit him in the back of his ankle and drive my knee in the back of his leg. By doing that from this position here, he goes down very easily, and I can finish him off with a punch. By the way, this type of sweeping technique is legal to use in competition. Okay? And I will explain and get more extensive into this in tape number 3. But let me just show you again. From this position here, we're moving to the outside, counterattack, using the rear leg like a soccer kick. I'm going to kick him right here in the ankle. I drive him in with my leg. His leg goes down. I'm controlling his front hand so that I can easily punch him in the head or the rib cage from this position. I always want to have control of this arm right here. If he tries to get back up again, I can control him. Okay, back up. One more option that we also have is a different type of takedown. Same idea. I move to the side, counter punch. Okay, now remember, he's been wounded here. I'm just going to continue moving around his body. And as I do, I grab his shirt collar, and the other hand, I'm going to place right about where his belt is. Okay? From here, I'm pushing into the small of his back, and you notice as I push, I'm pulling his hand. See how it breaks his balance? And all I have to do is just pull and step out of the way. Let's do it from a different angle. Okay, this way a little bit. Okay, so again, the initial movement's very important. He moves, I counterattack. It's the same punch that Mrs. Godshaw was doing a minute ago. Now I'm moving around him, grabbing his shirt collar. Doesn't matter which hand I grab with, by the way. The other hand, I'm pushing in the small of his back, and I'm pushing in his lower back and pulling his collar. See how his body's breaking? And then I just pull him back. You notice I move out of the way when I do that, in case one of those feet flies up into my face. Let's do one more angle this way. Okay? So we're moving to the side, counterattack, grabbing. Shirt collar, it could be his hair if you wanted to also, if it's a real fight. Push it in the lower back, break his balance. See? Try to walk away from me. He walks away, it's even worse for him. Okay? And the average person doesn't fall like Eric does, and they hit their head on the ground. That technique, remember, is outside of tournament type of competition, but it's an extension of the first technique. Okay, let's go again. One more time. Okay, so he steps in Jodan. Hey, and I want to build a counter. I have option to sweep. I have an option to grab to throw him down in this position. Okay, yeah. Take it out. Now that you've learned how to block and counter and use the appropriate footwork with your block and counters, you're ready to move on in the third of the series, how to use foot sweeping techniques and takedowns. So everybody get ready.